Hi, I'm Tim Burt from timburtmedia.com, and this is part 2 of 2 on how to create effective advertising slogans. This is the webinar, how to stop wasting money with ineffective advertising, also affectionately known as your commercials suck and how to fix them for free. Not bad. At least, the free part, yeah. Okay, so in the first part of this two-part, as a quick recap in case you missed it last week, we talked about the acronym WIDE, W-I-D-E. The instructional is the I. I is for instructional. And the best example I can give for that is the head-on, the headache remedy, because it tells you exactly what to do. Apply directly to the forehead. Doesn't get any easier than that. D is for descriptive. In other words, what does the product, good, or service do? And describe how to use it, or describes how it is going to make you feel. Describes what the intended result will be. The examples I gave were plop, plop, fizz, fizz. It's describing how Alka-Seltzer sounds when you drop it in the glass. Rice Krispies, snap, crackle, pop, same thing. Pour the Rice Krispies in the bowl, pour the milk. That's the sound it makes. Now, when you talk about D in descriptive, there's a lot of ways you can go with that. You can also talk about, you'll look 10 pounds thinner, things like that. So anything that it will do, think of almost D as a benefit. You can also look at that as an offshoot. So that's the I and the D. Now the E, and there actually are two E's when we talk about the letter E in the acronym WIDE when talking about business slogans. The one that I prefer is empathetic or empathy. Usually a lot of medical hospitals, places will use things like that. A cancer treatment center, we understand what you're going through, or, we'll help you beat cancer together, things like that. Another great one, which a lot of people ridicule, but here in St. Louis, and you may have this organization in your town or where you live, there's a place called Midwest Hemorrhoid Treatment Center. And just about everybody here knows their jingle. And this is actually a jingle for a hemorrhoid treatment place. I would have loved to have been in on that meeting. Let me just state that right off the bat. Their jingle is Midwest Hemorrhoid Treatment Center, don't suffer in silence. Now, when people laugh about that and they ridicule it and make fun of it, but actually that's pretty powerful. Don't suffer in silence. I can only imagine people with hemorrhoids are not feeling real great. So take it, totally spin it. I think it's great. So that's one E. That's the main E is empathy or empathetic. The other E is emotional. McDonald's, I'm loving it. In order to convey the emotion of, gosh, I love this food. I can't wait. This Big Mac is so great. I can't wait to come back in a couple of days and get some more French fries. Or these French fries are so good. Things like that. So that is the E, or actually two E's, empathetic and emotional. And now the last time, the last webinar that I did, I had mentioned that the letter W is my favorite. And this is not necessarily a good thing, because this is unfortunately what most business slogans are. Now, remember, a business slogan is the commercial within the commercial. This is how you have a bonus opportunity to reinforce your product, good, or service, or your brand. It's the descriptor as to what exactly it is you do. You could take mufflers, for instance. You could have a muffler store, and it's called Muffler City. Okay, but that's pretty descriptive. We know that you do mufflers, but if you were to reinforce that by saying, we'll fix, get a new muffler for $59.99. Okay, now you've just reinforced and you've boosted the opportunity for people to come visit you, because you've set a definitive price point. You give people something tangible that they can grasp in their mind, right? Okay, so the I, the D's, the E's, those are all the good aspects of slogans. And the W is my favorite because Not because it's bad, but just because this, unfortunately, is what um, most advertising slogans are. This right here. Yeah, they are worthless. One of my pet peeves, one of my crutches or crutches that I hate, one of the things that absolutely drives me nuts is the word needs. And when you hear this in a slogan, soccer world, for all your soccer needs. Does anybody have soccer needs? Some would argue, yes, there are people that play soccer that need stuff, need shoes, and there's special shoes and special shorts or whatever. Fine. That to me is just very intellectually lazy. If the name of the place was Soccer World and you said, Soccer World, everything for the soccer player in your family. Okay, that pretty much encapsulates, that's a little stronger message than just for all your soccer needs. And I was trying to think the other day of the Office store, Office Max, Office Depot. I know I'm in advertising, but God, I get those two confused all the time. A number of years ago, maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, there was one of them, I think it was Office Depot, that had the slogan, was it "We Got That"? Or we got that? I think it's what it was. I thought that was a great slogan. And if you notice, unfortunately, they stopped using it, and I'm gonna venture to guess why. Because they probably went through a rash of incidents where customers would come in and say, "Hey, do you have such and such?" And the guy behind the counter, I don't know, or I don't think we have that. Well, then, guess what? You just broken your brand promise, and you've lied to everyone, including the person who was willing to spend money with you for that thing which you claim that you have. So you have to be really careful that your slogan backs up exactly what your business name or what you're trying to imply. I mean, you can't go out there and just say, yeah, we have X, Y, and Z, and then somebody shows up and says, well, we don't have X, Y, Z, but we have this. Well, that's bait and switch. It's illegal. It's a big can of worms. So again, the advertising slogan is the commercial within the commercial. And it is the greatest opportunity, one of the greatest opportunities that you will have to reinforce your good, your brand, your product, or your service. Okay? I'm Tim Burt from Tim Burt Media. Thank you so much for watching. Another topic we will cover next Tuesday night. Sorry, this is a Wednesday night thing. I kind of fell behind last night with some other projects. But if you'd like to email me, I'd love to hear from you. timburtmedia@gmail.com. timburtmedia@gmail.com. Just look at the logo for the correct spelling. And also you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google+, WordPress, all those places. Tim Burt Media. I thank you for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday night.